Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, people who are watching on Facebook page. And this is a Monk Chat Radio, and welcome to a Monk Chat program where you can learn and chat and discuss about Buddhism. And today you are with me. I am Boon.
And I am Phra Tong.
And again, warm welcome to our program today. So far, after now, the situation of the virus is getting better and better, and I think a lot of people came out and spend their time outdoor. And so here we wish all of you be well, and hopefully you are doing well and have more time to spend your time outdoor. So we hope that this is going to be a wonderful chance to come and discuss about Buddhism closer again. So now our monk chat already open, and actually if you would like to come and visit, and actually we now who are in Chiang Mai, I think you can come and visit us.
Yes, we all welcome for those who want to come to Monk Chat to chat with monk.
Yeah, so and again, this is an online and podcast and radio program. So today again we bring up story and something that we can learn about Buddhism. And today the topic that we are going to discuss today is
about
the origins of Buddhism. So many people might be wondering where Buddhism is from and who is the founder of Buddhism. And so today we're going to talk about this topic.
Yes. I have heard this topic is quite often in Monk Chat. Like people trying to argue who is the founder of Buddhism. So we are going to talk about it, right?
Yeah. So some of you might have seen many Buddha images in the temple. For those who had a chance come to visit Buddhist temple or in the Buddhist worship place. So you might be curious. So who is this image? So today we're going to talk about him. It's the Buddha.
Yes, the Buddha. Who is the Buddha? Right.
Okay, I think let's start with the maybe before he was born. Let's talk about the situation and the society and the country that he was born. Okay, so can you, Phra Tong, can you tell us about the history about the Buddha that in the legend it's talk about, like before he was born as a human, and it is said that he was born in the fourth level in the heaven or something, and at that time we call him as a
Devada,
deity or something. It's like another kind of living beings in the heaven, and he before he came down to reborn as a human.
Consideration.
Yes. As he consider like what is suitable.
Yes.
For him.
Exactly.
Can you tell us about that?
The first thing is the deity before the Buddha. He considered that about the age of the people, human being realm that not short, not too short, and not too long, around 100 years. That is the first consider.
So you mean he considered about the age of human
yes,
being.
the age of
That is
people.
not should be very like a
Long,
1,000 years,
yes.
or maybe not too short, only 10 years or something.
Yes, and you know that about the age. That why he considered, because when he became enlightened, he taught people too much about impermanent.
I see.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
that is another. We call it as the metaphor to let the people know that everything is impermanent.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
And
the
is
second?
there any other consideration that he made?
Yes, it's about the page where he going to born as a human being. It must be in India or Somboun in Thai. Yes.
Shampoo to people India nowadays.
Yes.
I see.
This place is very comfortable for him. Like there are many things he can see. Is about as you have known about India now, not change too much, right?
Oh yes.
The society.
They are very conservative.
Yes. So that's why he considered this one also. And other is about family.
The family.
It must be king family and Brahmin or Palm.
Or he consider about the how to say the class.
The class, yes.
Class or social case or something. Or in India.
No, it's about his family first. It's not about case, social case.
Yes. So he must be the
king family. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Not the last one. Is his mother must giving 5 precepts. Yes, must be pure.
Pure. So, can you explain more about the what are 5 precepts?
5
precepts that the Buddha mother are required to
just
have.
Not killing other, not stealing, not have like sexual misconduct, and telling lie and alcohol. The last one is how can I say?
Telling lie, and we call it abstain from
intoxicant thing. Yes.
Okay, this is the last one, right?
Yes.
For the mother of the Buddha must have these qualities, have the quality of 5 precepts.
Yes, actually it's about fighting, but I don't remember one thing. It's about consideration.
So simply mean she must be pure.
Yes, exactly. The mother of the Buddha.
I see. Okay, that is the situation before he come down to reborn as the great man. In Thai they call Mahabulut. In English,
noble one, right?
Yeah, the noble or the great.
Great one.
Use that term.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and what about the after he considered all of these 5 things, and he decided to came down, right?
Yes.
To reborn.
Yes.
As a in the loyal family.
Yes, loyal family.
Okay, so and what happened after he came down and he reborn? And did he find like this kind of how to say the family and everything is perfect? So after he found what he already considered, and finally he reborn.
Yes.
And in a clan. What to say? What is the name of the clan?
The clan Makot.
Kapilawatu.
Yes, Kapilawatu.
And Kapilawatu is the clan. The clan, and it's a country in the old day, and actually nowadays is Nepal. It's Nepal. And that what I heard So after he make a make a consideration, as you said earlier, and then he was born into a loyal family.
Yes.
And then after he was born, seven
7 days.
Oh
Yes.
no. I heard about the dream of his mother. His mother dreamed about like
Elephant
a white elephant or
Yes.
something
came to give the lotus to her,
to her, and
then Brahmins come to like telling her about that dream, that you will get a baby, great one. Yes.
Oh, so that it's like it's good news.
Yes, good news.
And at that time, people so believe about the astrology. Astrology is or like a fortune teller, and so who like to take a look the dream and what is going to happen. So then she got pregnant.
Yes,
and
got pregnant.
Right? And then
he asked request Sutthodana, mother, yes, to go back to gift born of the baby in her country.
Oh, why she have to go back? Why she didn't give birth at the Kapilavatthu?
According to movie or that I have learned, they said about that is their tradition, own tradition.
Yes, own tradition.
People who like get married with other man in other country, they have them. That girl must go back. Yes.
To
maybe other meaning about it.
To her mother house or something.
Yes, exactly.
Like if someone, like if a lady married with a guy.
Yes.
And even though she lived with that guy, but if she got pregnant.
Yes.
And before giving birth, she has to come back to her mother house to give birth. Is that right? About the tradition, Indian tradition. Interesting. And so what happened?
What happened? About after he Buddha is born, he can walk 7 steps.
Oh.
Yes. This is a miracle thing.
That is about the legend. What it said, and actually. And what I heard, she gave birth very easily, right?
Yes.
So at the they call it Lumpini.
Lumpini.
It's a
Lumpini
park. It's a park.
It's a park.
So it's during she on the way going to her mother house. She during in the middle of the
way back to her home.
And she gave birth.
Yes.
She gave birth, and then she didn't go. She didn't reach her house. But finally, she just like came back to the Kapilavatthu.
Yes, after giving baby, right, and then back to Kapilavatthu. So after, can we like step to like after he training himself to be a Buddha.
Okay. Yes. So I think we are going to go quickly about this this story, because this is about the when before he become a Buddha.
Yes.
So some of you might have heard about the life of the Buddha. So he simply was born in India.
Yes.
As a young prince at that time, and his name is Siddhartha. And that's given by his the Brahmin.
Yes,
Brahmin altogether, and gave him name Siddhartha, which means like the one who can fulfill
everything in his life. Yes.
Whatever you want, something
Yes.
that is
Wow,
the meaning.
very good name.
So yeah, excellent.
Uh-huh.
Then after that, I heard that there's a, how to say, they highlight about the prediction about him, that if he, like those Brahmin, predict that if the young prince grow up as a king, he will become a great emperor or a great king. But if he go forth or decided to become a monk,
a prince, not prince, princess, right? Not what?
Priest.
Yes.
Priest
like
or ascetic or something.
Ascetic.
Ascetic, they call ascetic. And if he decide to be a king after his father, he will become a great king. But if he decide to be a priest or an ascetic, he will become the enlightenment of the Buddha. Nah. But there was one last Brahmin guarantee that this young prince will be the Buddha.
Wow.
And that is when he was young, that he was predicted by 8 Brahmin. Remember? Then when he grew up,
16.
Around 16.
Yes, 16. He got married.
He got married. He got married.
Yes.
With another princess.
Yes.
With the princess named
Yasodhara.
Yasodhara. And after getting married,
around 90, no, not 90, 29.
29.
Yes. He also got a baby, Lahula.
And then he got a son.
Yes, he made a decision that to leave the house or palace to finding the truth of life. Yes, but before that, he have seen the fourth side, right? Fourth side. Yeah, the people who make him sad about his life. Why people be like it? Yes, can you share about it?
What I heard about this story, he saw 4 sides.
4 sides, yes.
So that is the thing that made him decided to become an ascetic, to find out how to free from what he had just seen at that time. So he saw were old man, sick man,
and died,
dead corpse,
and then
ascetic
yes.
or priest.
Yes.
So these 4 things, like the 3, old man, sick man, and this corpse made him very
sad about his life,
unsatisfied, and it came and made him come to question that why everybody have to get old, get sick, and die. So he was very suffer.
Yes, he don't even know the truth of it.
Yeah, so because he has never known about this kind of reality before, because it is said that his father tried to protect him too much, not allow this kind of people to be seen in the palace. So that's why when he first saw this kind of thing, it make him very shocked.
I think even this situation, if happen to you, you will wonder why people get sick.
So
maybe seem like a Buddha at the time.
Yeah, because he was served in a very nice way, living in the palace, always nice thing. Everything is luxurious and beautiful, and comfortable, simply, But one day he saw this kind of thing, everything is break down. So
like a broken heart.
Even though he living in the royal palace, but he felt like he was in the prison, because his father tried to protect him from this kind of thing, to visit the country, and that strong feeling make him to make a important decision, to leave the palace, to leave the family, to find out.
Because the main important thing is the prince eccentric that make him like want to be eccentric like that he seen like how, and then he make a decision to leave a palace to fight in the truth of life.
The last one he saw an ascetic, and the ascetic looked very
calm, peaceful,
and they were very happy, even though the ascetic have nothing.
Yes.
And he thought that maybe being as an ascetic is the way to free from this kind of suffering, and that he make him to decide to ordain as ascetic and find out the truth. So, and what happened after he living from the palace?
What happened? Many things happened to.
I mean, there's so many things happened during like seeking for the truth.
Yes.
His journey.
Yes, about his journey or about his like what he left behind.
After he left from the palace.
So he tried to like the master who can teach him about meditation. Yes, even he finally he can reach the best one like Ajahn, like a master who teach him. Like it's similar, the same as teacher. So, but he considered that is not enough to get like enlightened or eliminate all kind of defilement from his mind. So yes.
So that means even though at that time there were many schools who also like trying to find out the truth of the nature, but he found that no school could teach him to free from old sickness and death.
Yes.
So what did he do next?
Next, he also trying to practice by himself every technique that he have learned. Even trying to, how can I say, don't eat anything.
It's like he stopped eating.
Yes, he stopped eating. Time. Yes, and just meditate. No water, no anything.
So what happened? And after doing that, he got enlightened or what?
No, not yet. So finally, Daddy came to him and like make him to consider what he have done in the past. Is about meditate. That can be back to like when he was young, that he meditated alone under the tree, that he feel very comfortable, and then he considered that I have to back to eat to do at the same that he used to do.
I see. So I have seen how to say the picture.
Yes.
And on the wall in many temples, it's about the deity came down and have to play like music instrument, and there's three string or something.
2 string, yes.
So and that led him to recognize about the middle way.
Yes.
That, as you said, about the stop eating food for a long time. They compare as a string is very too tight, and when you play, the instrument is break down.
Yes.
And if the string is too low, and it doesn't make a noise, it's like it's not good. Yes. But if you just perfectly not very tight and not very low, just in the middle, and the music would be melodious, and it's just like good. So that's why that is what is from the legend. It's like he recognized, I should return and go back to have food in order to have energy to practice.
Yes.
That's another story, what I have heard about, like why he had to come back and stop we call fasting. Stop like eating very long time.
Yes. So after that he get enlightened. or other thing that you want to say about it?
What I heard about his about like after he returned to have food, his body gets stronger.
Yes.
He was and the how to say the important meal that he was served before he achieved enlightenment by lady's name Suchada came and offered him food, rice or something, the meals, rice meals,
Indian food.
Indian food.
Yes.
And at that night, after he having that meal, and he meditated, and at that night, he was able to achieve enlightenment.
Yes, and then he wished that if he said that if I don't get enlightened, I don't leave this place.
Yeah, that's right.
He dedicated his body to do that. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, he said even though my blood, my skin's trying, I'm not going to
stop
or going anywhere or stand up if I cannot achieve enlightenment tonight.
Yes.
So he made a very strong commitment.
That is also the best sutta that monks should learn from his life. It's about to dedicate yourself to practice meditation. Even you can dedicate your life about it for it.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So then, did he achieve enlightenment at that night immediately?
Yes. Not immediately. It's been overnight.
All night, like from at night and so.
Yes. After that, he meditated.
Drawn morning.
Yes, until morning. Yes, next day. So, what is the point that we want to talk about is the origin of Buddhism. But we've been talking about his history of the Buddha first, and then we're trying to show you all that the Theravada Buddhism is the origin, right? It's about the Buddha. He dedicated himself to be the best one first, and then he's trying to spreading his teaching to others, and let others to overcome sickness, death, and everything, even defilement, right?
Yes. And that what he has known from achieving enlightenment. He decided to spread his teaching, what he discovered, to the people. Yeah. So what he discovered, and he finally was able to overcome what he were looking for a long time, how to overcome sickness, old age, and death.
So it means eventually he can overcome, right? Wow.
So, and after then, he spread his teaching to the people, and he spent the rest of his life. And he,
45.
What is the age of him when he achieved enlightenment?
39?
35 or 39?
I'm not sure.
35.
35, right?
Because he spent 6 years.
Yes.
6 years to find out.
Misunderstood.
So at the age of 29, he left the palace and spent
6 years. Yes.
And he achieved enlightenment at the age of 35.
Yes.
And after achieved enlightenment, he spent the rest of his life around
45 years until 80 years that he passed away. But before that, we talk, right? We are going to talk about it. So, okay.
And so at the age of 80, he passed away. And he passed away, or in Buddhism we call nirvana. Or without actually achieving nirvana. There's two kinds of nirvana. So the nirvana without physical form, and nirvana with form, with physical
still
form.
Exists, right?
Yeah. Even though perform an exit, and you can achieve the state of Nibbana. And also complete we call complete Nibbana is like no more form. And
It's mean that the Buddha is actually he got Nirvana already
at the age of 35.
before he passing away, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, that is about the origin.
It's short story, so it's quite interesting topic.
Yeah.
We are going to talk next time about his life, like a step by step about
Yes, a more detail.
More
detail. This is very short, and we skip so many information about his like story.
Maybe you have seen cartoon, right?
A cartoon,
movie.
the
4 hours. 4 hours.
Almost 4 hours.
Yes.
So you see the many details and many story and people that he went to teach,
Yes.
he went to meet, and there's many detail about the life of the Buddha, his history. And today we just bring up this story.
It's about background, right?
The background, the origin of Buddhism. And after he passed away, his disciple or his follower, and there is a very important word before the Buddha passed away. He said about, he was asked, who is going to be our next leader after he passed away? And he said that the teaching or the Dharma will be your teacher.
Teacher or liturgy, right?
Yes. So that will be your leader, your teacher, or something.
It means that we have to respect the teaching of the Buddha.
Yes.
As the Buddha.
As a Buddha. So his teaching represent him, the Buddha.
Yes.
So that's why if you want to respect or worship the Buddha, you have to respect the Dharma or the teaching.
Yes, exactly. Yes, as a monk, right, we have to learn from the teaching of the Buddha, and then we respect like chanting evening and morning. That is the way to show our gratitude to the Buddha.
So that is the beginning how we Buddhist people learning today that the teaching, his teaching was transmitted from generation to generation, and still now today there's a lot of media and a lot of literature and a lot of teaching that are recorded in many different forms. So at the beginning, his teaching wasn't recorded in as a book or as a media yet, and actually, but to preserve by the oral training. So it's like a monk just remember from oral training from generation.
Amazing, because at the time
so they have to remember
is all kind of teaching of the Buddha.
So and it's come later after 300 years
after
the third council.
After Buddha passing away.
After the Buddha passing away around 300 years.
Wow.
The teaching of the Buddha were recorded as a book, as a text.
A text.
We call it a
Bailan.
Bailan. Bailan. In Bailan, they record it in Bailan, and they call this kind of recording Tripitaka.
Okay.
Tripitaka. And it was recorded in many languages. It's translated in many languages actually. So like at the beginning, it's recorded as a Sinhalese. It's a language in
Indian people.
In Sri Lanka. Actually.
Sri Lanka.
That is the first time that the teaching of the Buddha was recorded as a text.
Wow.
And later is the Tripitaka were translated in many languages, like Thai, Burmese, Laos, and many other languages, even English.
Yes.
English version. So the teaching in the teaching of the Buddha nowadays there's many languages that translated various version. So if you read English, you can maybe find out like Tripitaka or how to say Pali
text society.
Pali text society or Pali Canon.
Pali Canon, yes.
So that is
easy. Maybe that is the first version of English.
Yeah, the first version in English, and this is very interesting. And actually, so it's not easy, to translate the teaching of the Buddha into in English. So the people or that person must be very expert about the Sinhalese and Palis and about the context, the society of the Indian at that time.
Yes.
So I think it's very interesting about this kind of thing. So that's why we would like to make another episode, to talk about the Tripitaka and how it's come to in English and many other languages. And this is about the thing that we want to discuss and share about for those who want to learn more and deeper about Buddhism. So Pali Canon or Tripitaka is very important text that Buddhist people, or for those who are interested in Buddhism, are supposed to know or understand, because that is we call the word of the Buddha existence there. But the meditation is everything is explained.
Yes, because at a monkshood work, right, we have done this about trying to compare between Thai and English. The version that you mentioned is about Pali text society that we used. We used to to compare which page of this sutta in Thai and which page in this sutta in English or Pali text. So that is also we are going to do. Like next episode, it must be all the monks come to talk about the sutta or the teaching of the Buddha in the Pali Canon.
That's very interesting, and I can't wait to hear about it. And actually, it's very important because I first read Tripitaka in Thai, and actually, but I really want to read Tripitaka in English.
It's also
because I feel like sometimes read Tripitaka in English is easier to understand.
It's like comparing. Maybe it's the same sutta between Thai and English. It's very easier for you to find out what is exactly about that sutta in English. Like sometimes we bring some sutta in Thai and then translate it into English. Maybe it's wrong, right?
Yeah. So that is good to check. Sometimes you read in Thai, maybe confused.
Yes.
But if we go to reading, maybe have better understanding.
Yes.
And because words, we don't really know that the translator what really mean. So that's why I think that is a good idea. To have a comparison and to check that what is the exactly meaning that the translator really wants to tell us.
Yes.
So that's what we are going to talk about the next episode about a Tripitaka or Pali Canon and about the Pali society and what is spread nowadays. What kind of text does we rely on nowadays? Because Tripitaka or Pali Canon is a very important scripture in Buddhism. Okay, so I think this is a appropriate time.
Yes.
So next week, and we will come and discuss about this, and we will talk more about the origin of Buddhism and about the Tripitaka and the important teaching that we will bring up. So next week, keep following us, and you will learn more about Buddhism and understand more about the context and how Buddhism goes down and influence the life of people and how Buddhism has become Buddhism now today. Yeah, so if you understand deeper and the root of Buddhism, you will be able to understand in deeper side and in order to come back and to understand about yourself and other people. So today, thank you very much, Prato, to be here today.
Okay, my pleasure. Thank you very much to invite me.
Yes, so and thank you very much for those listening on the radio and for those who are watching us on online on YouTube, on Facebook.
Yes.
So next time, please stay tuned and keep following us and sharing and giving. It's a good thing that we here to improve, go together. So fine. And finally, we would like to give blessing to all of you to have a well-being and have a healthy life and happy life. Okay, so now please join us. Sappitiyo vivacantu sappha loko vinasatu mate bhawadvantalayo sukhi tikkhayuko bhavapivathana sile sanityaṃ votthapacayino cattaro dhamma vatanti ayuvanno sukhaṃ phalang. And see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.